Hello and welcome. Today I've got something special for you guys. So I've been given access, along with some other content creators, to the new DLC in Age of Empires. There's been a lot of speculation that there's a new DLC coming, or that we're due for one, and indeed we are getting one. It's called Chronicles Battle for Greece. Now, sort of the question is, what kind of a DLC is this? And you can see already here from the main menu, we have a very nice Greek-themed main menu, um, that you can toggle between different games here. Like you have the original Age of Empires 2, you have Return of Rome here, and you have our Chronicles Battle for Greece over here. However, it's not quite the same as our Return of Rome and the way it functions, as you'll see. The main highlight of this DLC is the Grand Campaign, which I can't show you any gameplay of at the present time. However, this is what the campaign menu looks like. And you'll notice we're starting very early on in the timeline, and we have a large number of campaigns, or scenarios, which continue on over here. Also, from what I understand, we'll have some unique features in that future missions will be able to make use or remember decisions that you made earlier. So you make decisions and they'll carry on for future missions. That's something that hasn't been possible or been used in Age of Empires campaigns before. So that should be cool. And then besides having the Grand Campaign, we also have 3 new civilizations. We have the Achaemenids, which you can read about here as an archer and cavalry civilization. We have the Athenians as an infantry and naval civilization. And we have the Spartan as an infantry civilization. You'll also notice that we have a nice search box here now, and that we can toggle between which civilizations we want to show. And I'll show off their tech tree in a moment, because unlike the Romans, which basically use the Aoe2 tech tree, these have a modified tech tree. So if we take a look at the Spartans here, we notice that, first of all, the icons are different, even when it's basically an Aoe2 unit. And then we also have a variety of things that function differently than they do, or occur in different places on the tech tree. Some things are just reskins, like this is your halberdier, but some things like the hoplite here are just a new type of unit. So we have a lot of interesting things. I'll go into more detail later on when I'm able to stream this. For now, this is just supposed to be sort of an overview video for you guys, to get an idea of what this DLC is about. And look, we have a shipyard and a port. So it's not AoE 1 in the way that Return of Rome was. This is actually, like, these 3 new civilizations are in the Age of Empires 2 dataset, and as you saw it a moment ago, we can play in skirmish against AoE2 civilizations. And we can do that in single player, we can do it in unranked multiplayer. They will not be in ranked currently, or they're not planned to be in ranked. However, given what happened with the Romans, I would say there's at least a chance that they end up at some point maybe in ranked as well. It would be a lot more, like, it would be technically entirely doable, the way it's implemented. However, they would need to think about the balance, because they're using sort of this antiquity tech tree, right? And there's a lot of balance considerations there, perhaps, that would need to be addressed if that was the case. So we have the Spartans, then scroll. Here, I'm just going to quickly go through the tech tree so you can take a look. We have a lot of interesting things here. I'm gonna do another video which should come out at the same time, which will go into detail about all the new objects and units added in the scenario editor. But in this video, I just wanted to give you guys sort of an overview of what you can expect here. It's definitely a cool thing, not the type of DLC that we've seen before. Okay, yeah, so they're the town center unique technologies. We'll go back to Spartans just to double check that as well. Yeah, that's very interesting. Okay, so we did that. You can play against them against Aoe2 civs or with Aoe2 civs against them. There's this antiquity mode that allows oysters, which I believe I haven't tested yet. I believe that you can gather gold from them, sort of like shorefish. And there's wood trading as well. So you have this button. And if you just go to skirmish here, you can also play with them. And if you were to go to multiplayer and do a unranked game, you can also use the new civilization. So that's very cool. I think that's all I have to show you in this video. If you're interested in exactly what type of units, heroes, scenario editor objects are added, take a look at the other video, which I may link somewhere on screen. And I look forward to this DLC.